everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is the first installment for me in a series we're calling How to College. It's a collaboration between my friends Genevieve and Jules, and their videos will be linked in the description. Make sure you go check those out because they have great tips. They are amazing people who can really help you out if you are getting ready to start your college experience or if you're in it already and want some just kind of helpful tips that we can find. My camera is about to die, so we're gonna make this quick. So today I'm gonna be talking about, actually, rewind here. If you don't know me, I am a freshman at Boston University currently. I am finishing up my freshman year here, and it has been one of the craziest, best years of my entire life. I have learned just so much just in the classroom, but out of the classroom, just about myself, how I work with others, and just kind of where I want to go with my life. But in this video specifically, I'm going to be talking about roommates, and specifically finding a roommate. Finding a roommate is probably the biggest fear you might have coming into college. There's kind of a lot of pressure with it because there's this kind of idea that you're going to be best friends with your roommate, you have to be identical to your roommate, you have to have everything in common, you're going to share everything. Some of that is true, but also I wish somebody would have told me that there's a whole lot less pressure than you may realize that there is. In reality, you're just sharing a space with somebody, and the main concern you should have is that you get along with them. You don't have to be best friends, you don't need to have every single thing in common, but you should have enough in common, like your general sleep schedule, your level of cleanliness, when your classes are. You don't need a whole lot of things in common. My roommate and I, we have gotten along great the entire year. I cannot even think of an instance where we've had any sort of like disagreement or anything. And honestly, that's just because we are like the same level of cleanliness. We have a similar sleep schedule. We are similar enough in personality that we get along. We're different majors from different parts of the country. We don't hang out every single day, but like we just work so well in the same space, and that's really what you want to be going for. I think most schools have a sort of Facebook group that you join once you're admitted. Definitely take advantage of that, and don't be afraid to be one of those people that just starts conversations with people over Facebook or social media, just asking them about themselves. What you may not realize is everybody's in the same boat as you. Everyone is just as nervous. Everybody has the same butterflies in their stomach. They just want to know people, even if they're not directly saying it. So be that person that reaches out. You don't need to say like, let's be roommates at first. Get to know them a little bit. The most important questions though: sleep schedule, level of cleanliness, and honestly probably like if they drink or smoke. It's a good thing you'll probably want to know, because at least for me, like I would not be able to live with somebody who smokes. Like I just can't do that smell. You're not gonna be able to separate smell in a room, if that makes any sense. Honestly, if anything, if they're messier than you, that's fine, as long as it stays on their side. You'll have to look at it, but smell is something you can't really get around, so that's probably another really important thing too. And be honest when you're talking to people too. It's really easy to say like, oh yeah, like I go to sleep by like 10 like every night, just because you want to sound like the ideal roommate. But in the long run, you're gonna appreciate so much more if you're just upfront, honest with them, and be yourself. Don't like paint a picture of who you think the perfect roommate is, because to be the perfect roommate, you are going to be yourself. And so I know Jules will be doing a video on roommates and how to like work with them and everything, but I just want to focus on finding a roommate here. Find somebody who kind of relates to the friends you currently have. If I remember correctly, I was the one that reached out to my current roommate, and we just had like a very simple conversation. We bonded over like a couple things, and at that point we were like getting ready to fill out like our housing applications and everything, and I was like, okay. I was like, I think we'd make great roommates. So we just mutually accepted each other, and you already, like, knowing that you're gonna be roommates with someone already kind of creates a bond. Talk to them. I know over the summer my roommate and I, we had a Snapchat streak just about like every single day, just kind of like discussing and like talking about ourselves. So don't be afraid to use social media. Don't be afraid to use whatever the university gives you. I mean, for the record, I don't even know if this is something you may even be considering, but I would recommend rooming with somebody who is in the same grade as you. If you're going to freshman year, room with a freshman. It's a really good idea because you can share like the experience at the same time. Shared experience is probably one of the best bonding techniques, and so that'll really help you in the long run. I guess anything additional you want to think about in finding a roommate, I don't know, we talked about if you do wear the same size clothes, would you be willing to share clothes? Because if you're moving somewhere, you're probably not gonna be able to bring your whole wardrobe. So if you find somebody that has the same size clothes, which me and my roommate do, like you can just share each other's closet. And then a really good thing just to like talk about is like what they're bringing to school. Like, I know we kind of delegated, okay, I'm gonna bring the fridge and stuff, you'll bring the TV. Working kind of around those things just already gives you a really good relationship to start with. And lastly, the most important thing to remember is that it's not going to be perfect. You are not gonna find the perfect roommate. You are not gonna probably find your future best friend for life. The reality of it is you just need to find somebody who you feel like you can work with and somebody who you feel confident enough in that you're not stressing about moving in. I felt good because over the summer my roommate and I were talking just like about our lives and what we were gonna bring and stuff, and it just really made the transition easier. Alright, so I think that's gonna wrap up this video here. Make sure you go to the description, check out Genevieve and Jules' videos. Those are up now, really good. They're gonna give some great advice, I know it. And then if you have any sort of questions, anything for me, it can be BU specific or it can be not BU specific. I'm happy to answer anything. Comment them, send me a message over social media. All those links will be in the description. Make sure you subscribe too, because we're going to be doing tons more college videos on a bunch of different topics. Hopefully by the end, I think we'll have 9 videos in total at the end of this. You will be fully prepared for your future college experience. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to them. Everything's in the description, and I will see you all very soon for the next installment.